honey. Hello. Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jaylee. This is JayLeesCorner. This is my review for Porsha's Family Matters. The math ain't math. And okay, somebody can't count. Honey, I don't know who told Porsha, hey, get your own show and explain why you with a lady husband, because then people will like you a little bit more or understand what happened. I don't understand. The math still ain't math to me, and I'm trying to figure out who can count. But first things first, make sure to subscribe to my channel to become a whole JayBird. Y'all know dun and dun. Y'all know to subscribe to this channel and also to Jaylee's Corner Talk. The link to Jaylee's Corner Talk is always in the description box below. Y'all know to do all these things, liking and commenting and sharing and relaxing, centering yourself, and also inhaling and doing all the things I've always asked y'all to do, okay? Follow me on social media at Jaylee's Corner on IG and Twitter. Y'all know to like and subscribe. And yes, I am here at 4:07 in the morning with lipstick on and everything, okay? But let's get into the foolishness. That girl, look. This is the weird thing. So these are the players. Okay, we got her cousin Lonnie, her sister Lauren, Mama Diane. We have you know what I'm saying, girl Simon, Porsha, and Dennis. I was like, look, girl, we found out that Porsha had her own show. And initially we were told, well, yeah, the show is going to be about Porsha's life, her activism or whatever, and what she has going on. How that turned into Porsha getting our family to accept Simon, I don't know. I really don't, but I do feel like ever since she got with Simon, she been real silent on all her social activism. She's been traveling a lot with him and doing things, but I was like, okay, Porsha. So the math just ain't math, and I don't know what else to say. And this is gonna make everybody understand what happened because people were upset because they didn't get it, they didn't have all the facts. Y'all still ain't gave us no facts. I sat through a whole hour and I didn't get many facts. The facts I got seemed fiction, and again, the math wasn't math. And okay, now let me pop off screen in case my thing is pausing and things. You know what? I can do this. Boom. Okay, I'm always prepared. Okay, so Portia say how she ended things with Dennis, and then a few months later, she met the man of her dreams. Okay, and that is Simon Gubadia. Okay, now she brings up how but then she was all in love with him, and then social media caused all kind of issues. Social media, you gonna blame social media because you went public with a relationship that you should have known people be like, but don't he got a wife? Okay, now she brings about, I never thought anybody would have an issue with the timeline of us being together. Why would you, who would think that? No right-minded person would say, you know what? Even though these people had a public marriage, was on a whole reality show, I don't think anybody would care if right when they're divorcing, I announced I'm engaged to him. You thought no one would have an issue with that, Portia? You not that dumb, dense, or just you can't be that stupid. It's weird to me how she was like, I didn't know. I didn't think that girl then said they got engaged on Thursday. They thought his divorce papers would be signed and approved on a Friday, but come that Monday, he was still a married man. So she gonna say that's why people said she would date the married man because his divorce wasn't finalized by the time people found out that they were a couple. I was like, you can blame the courts? So you blame social media and not the courts for not approving his divorce. Okay. Not you for dating a man who was still legally married and you got engaged him. Okay. Okay. Now, again, when people separate and choose to divorce, they do date other people, but at the end of the day, the people still be married. Okay. And that's just weird. That's just weird. Now, Simon say, okay, the timeline should matter, and that's nobody's business. I'm like, look, Porsha, you bring a Simon on here, no one is going to like him more. Sometimes you bring your person on so that people can see, oh, he's a nice person. Y'all gonna like him. Ma'am. No, ma'am. You didn't brought the show about, and now everybody gonna like Dennis more than Simon. Okay, Dennis over Simon. It was what's gonna happen based on the show. Dennis said, "Look, he's a married man proposing and being engaged to someone else. That's crazy." Dennis is funny. But he from Detroit, so I there's that. You know what I'm saying? But again, I was like, people gonna really be on Dennis' side if he continues on this path of the math ain't math and something ain't right. Okay. Now Porsha brings it. They say, well, how did or when did you and Simon, start dating or whatever? Now Porsha say, we met because Simon sent me a DM. Okay, but let me know if he says something different. I'm like, no, bitch, what happened? Did y'all not sit and have a meeting about what story to tell? Okay, what's going on? Now, Simon says after he and Fallon announced they were getting a divorce on social media, that Porter sent him a DM, okay, checking to make sure that he was okay and sorry to hear about his divorce. Now, most women who know a woman who's going through a divorce with their husband, most women call the woman because as a woman, we get how the woman feels. Not many women call the man unless it's a reason they want to call that man. How did you have Simon's number? I don't not that number because she DM'd him. But again, most people contact the wife. Okay, that was who we assumed you would call. So knowing that Portia reached out to Simon to me says a lot. But I'm gonna leave that be. Okay, but he say that's how they start talking, as to become a couple. Okay, but it's weird because before this show, I distinctly remember Portia posting on social media thanking Shamia, saying Shamia was the one who hooked her and Simon up. So which one is it, Portia? Did Shamia hook y'all up? Or did he DM you? Which one was it? I would like to know. So what the world, okay? Now we do see them looking for a house together. I don't care, okay? Now they both want to get into the house because they're not comfortable at each other's houses. Her because that was him in Fallon's house. Okay, that was him in Fallon's house, and he don't want to stay at her house because again, her and Dennis fucked all through that house. Okay, her and Dennis' house. Anyway, they need a house big enough for all six children because Simon has five kids from his three previous marriages. Yeah, five. Yeah. And he also said co-parenting can be tough, which means he may not have the best relationship with the baby mamas. Okay, I'm gonna leave that be. Anyway, Portia said I've changed so much. My life has changed so much since forever ago. We see her with Cordell, her getting divorced from Cordell, and all the things that happened from Cordell to now how she Cordell, the divorce from Cordell, her moving back to her mama's house, her meeting Dennis, getting pregnant after knowing Dennis for she got pregnant with Pilar after knowing Dennis for a few months too. She moves fast. Okay? Because Pilar was born before they had been together for a year. And she's now engaged to Simon before knowing that man for even 3 months. I'm gonna leave that be. That's on her. Anyway, but she like, I want to move in with Simon or whatever and settle down. You said the same thing about Dennis. Lay that be too. So we're gonna move on from that. Okay. Now we do see Dennis at Portia's house talking to her mama. Okay, coming by to see baby Pilar or whatever. Now Dennis say, look, me and Portia broke up in July of 2020. But he said, but around Christmas time, we were still canoodling a little bit, and we then seen the photos of them at the house Christmas time or whatever in matching PJs. And he said, you know what? Around that time, Portia asked me for her ring back. Okay. And then she didn't like my response to that. And then in May of 2020 or 2021, she was engaged again. I was like, I mean, I guess a lot happened from December to May. Now we do find out Porsche has invited Dennis to I think her birthday party or some kind of event at her house or whatever. I don't know what it was, but she told him he can't bring no date, and he felt like, okay, well she must like me because why can't I bring no date or whatever, okay? And Porsche's like, well, I don't want him bringing a random bitch to a party. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want that around my kid. Now I completely get Portia saying I don't want you bringing random females around my daughter if y'all not gonna be together. But I'm like, Portia, Simon is a random man. Y'all may be engaged. I get that. But you haven't known that man long enough to even be able to say he's a safe person to look. I'm a firm believer when you have children, you need to be around a man for like 6 months to see if he's safe for your kid. You don't know that man that well. So my thing is, technically, in my opinion, Simon is a random man who you just happen to be engaged to. You don't know that man that well. Even right now, they've only been together 7 months total. Okay, as of November of 2021, ma'am. Okay, so you can't make it seem like your shit with Simon is good because I'm engaged. That man's still a whole stranger to you and to Pilar. Okay, I'm leave that be too. Anyway, Simon tells Portia, I think that you invited people to this event, and you know what I'm saying, and the people you invited, they all have a plus one. Dennis should have a plus one too. And Portia, well, he can have a plus one, but it can't be female. I'm looking like I wouldn't care about that because I have moved on from that man. I am in my own relationship with this man, and I would trust that the father to my child, who I may not know that well either, would not bring random chicks around my kid because it seemed like Dennis is a great father. He may have been a fucked up boyfriend or fiance, but I mean, I would hope he wouldn't do bullshit around his daughter. But we're gonna have to see if Portia even really married Simon. Okay, now we do see how Portia then sees that Simon posted a whole birthday collage of pictures on her birthday, but she is upset because it was photos and things that she told Simon that she wanted to keep private. Okay, it was their first kiss. How would y'all first kiss on camera? Who record? I don't know. Leave that be. Anyway, so the whole thing of them kissing, the whole thing of her getting his name tattooed on her ear, these are things he posted or whatever. Now, while she loved the caption of it all, she feels some kind of way because he posted things that she asked him not to post. Okay. Now she tells him when he comes over to give him gifts or whatever that she did not like, she felt some kind of way. She did not want him posting stuff because she did not want to have to deal with the things that people will say on social media. And Simon said, fuck them people, okay? I'm going to post what I want to post. Now, she told us, her mama too, no, it was us, it was in her confessional, that, Simon basically needs to get permission from her before posting things about her, any photos of her, because she's the one who is, in the public eye. And he really does, isn't in that world. So, you can't be posting shit all willy nilly. Well, he posted shit anyway. Okay. I was like, I guess I'll need that be. Now she cried, just, he wouldn't want to hurt me, mama. But you know what I'm saying? He don't understand. He understand. He can look, Simon posts enough on social media to fully know, what he's doing. Okay, he ain't no 89-year-old old man who has no idea what TikTok or IG or Twitter. No, he ain't that. Simon knew. That's why when he talked to him, he said, "I don't give a fuck about them people," because he knew he just didn't care. Okay, her mom like Portia. All that matters, baby, is that you happy. I'm like, why y'all acting, girl? It's one thing to want your children or your person or your family member to be happy, and you feel like Portia's happy with Simon, but no one feels like she's still moving too fast. No one is saying that she has to break up with the man, but girl, just slow down, little red Corvette. Okay, I'll leave it be. Now we do see Lauren and her cousin. Okay, Aunt Lonnie. And Lauren brings up how she was shocked to find out that Portia was engaged. Okay, she was shocked also to find out, well, to know that she was engaged to Simon, who was married. So the family were all shocked. But no one, in my opinion, has yet to say, Portia, you on some bullshit, my dear. Anyway, but the sister Lauren brings up how for her the issue is Simon will post shit on social media that makes things worse for Porsha. That he posts things that make Porsha get more hate. And I can remember when they first got together and it became public. Simon was posting more than Porsha was. He was consistently posting on social media, basically IG. And both the cousin and Lauren both say it's some bullshit or whatever, and he don't care about what happened to Porsha when he posted. I was like, girl, I can see. Now Simon was the one paying for the party. Lauren was the one planning it, and then cousin was the one doing the work of it all. Okay, but I don't care. But Lauren said for her it's weird being around Simon without Porsha because again, the whole family don't know that man yet. So it's like, oh, he here, okay, I don't know him yet because again, it's so new. It's so new. And the party go down or whatever. Drew came, Drew from Atlanta Housewives, and Drew officially meets Simon. But the flashback of seeing Drew at the house with Fallon and Porsha there too at the little Halloween party or whatever, and we see that even though Simon was there, he didn't meet Drew. It's still a remembrance of that man was married to your castmate. Messy, messy. So they go outside. Portia and Simon do, and she again to him how she don't like what he posted on social media, because again she just don't want people coming at her. And I think they both were drunk. And he bring up how I was being pure my feelings or whatever, and I should not have to censor myself when my I love you whatever. He say that the stuff he posted, she had already talked about. So he thought it wasn't an issue posting the pictures or whatever. And I was like, boy, bad. And she's like, well, look, it doesn't matter if I had talked about things, people didn't need to see it. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I feel. That's what I feel. Now, even though Simon again say, I don't give a fuck about social media, what people say, but I will say I should have respected Portia's wishes. But you didn't. I'm leave that be. So they go to dinner, whatever. Now, Portia say how she feels better now because people liked Simon's post. She say, Simon accepts me for who I am. Okay, I've had old people or whatever who try to change me, and when they fast back to Cordell, I'm like, Portia can no longer compare Cordell and that marriage to anything now because Cordell was a whole, controlling person. Um, but she's so far removed from that marriage. It's not as if she's been consistently, doing that. But I get they can show they have. Um, but again, she's like, he accepts me for I am. Like, and I think because Simon even said at our party how, him and Portia party a lot. You know what I'm saying? If he want to have fun, it's gonna be fun. And I think Fallon point was before how she's a homebody. Simon isn't a homebody. So that was a thing that was an issue for them. Portia and Simon both like to party. Girl, I guess so. Now Simon bring up how he had a large family back in, I think he's from Nigeria, if I'm not mistaken. Um, and how his grandfather had 25 wives. His father only had 2 wives, but it was a lot of children around or whatever. And he brings up how the women in his country encourages having side bitches. His words, not mine. They encourage us to have side bitches. And the side bitches will get with the wife to make sure the husband does not have other side bitches. I'm like, why he keep saying side bitches? He can't say to make sure the husband has another wife. Why? The fact that he keeps saying sad, why he keeps saying sad bitches or whatever. I don't let that be. Anyway, so poor, like I don't approve of no sad bitches, no extra wives. That ain't what I do. That ain't what I want. And I'm like, that's one reason why I would never be with someone who even speaks about how that's so natural because that's where they're from. Because to me, I feel like eventually they will try to convince me I should just do that. I'm like, no, 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 sir. Okay. Now Simon also admits he's cheated multiple times in life, but he did not cheat on his last wife. I was like, are you sure? Are you? I don't think he's sure. I don't at all. Okay. Now Portia brings up how um Dennis wants to be, very much so involved in Pilar's life. He wants to have a close relationship with her because he didn't have one with his own father. And so she suggested Dennis and Simon need to have a conversation. And I was like, but y'all said to us before that Simon and Dennis knew each other, enough where they was maybe like hanging out because of the club shit. I'm looking like, so did they not? That was a lie? Oh, people was lying about that? Okay. Anyway, Simon tells us if he was not engaged to Porsha, he would not talk to Dennis at all. Okay. Because you know what I'm saying, I don't know what to say to him. I'm like, just say hello. Okay, what is cause like what have your wives said to your ex-wives? Is he talks as if Dennis is a random ass dude. He's the father of Portia's child. So that makes me feel like does your ex-wives not talk to each other? How was Portia's relationship with your ex-wives? Do they talk at all? Hmm. Hmm. Anyway, so but he said because Porsha, wants them to be this whole blended family, whatever, you know what I'm saying? He knows he has gonna have to have some kind of conversation or relationship with Dennis. And I was like, mm, okay, I'm gonna leave it be. Cause it's weird. Cause it's like y'all told us Dennis and Simon knew each other. I'm leave that be. The show ends with Portia talking to her cousin Lonnie or Lonnie, whatever, and then Dennis talking to Lauren. Look, Portia gonna say, because Lonnie told, is it Lonnie? I don't know, the cousin. The cousin told Portia that Dennis hit up Lauren to talk. Okay. And the cousin and asked, did Dennis know about you and Simon, before the engagement? She said, yeah, I called him or whatever, like 2 weeks after me and him was together, whatever. And I told him about us being together. And then next, no, she said I told him, and then 2 weeks later, me and him got engaged. And I called him the following morning and told Dennis that I got engaged. So he did know. Um, she then say they were dating for a month. I'm like, was it a month or 2 weeks? Let me know, because again, it's weird. It's just Gertie. The math don't be mathing. It does not be mathing. Okay. Now the cousin brings up I was weird for Simon to pop up at the Mother's Day dinner that Dennis planned. Portia brings up how Dennis at that time when he planned it, he did not know Portia and Simon were engaged. Because had he known, he probably would have canceled it or whatever. And she brings about she wants Dennis to be happy, even though she does not want him bringing any kind of date to her little party or whatever. But she also says she don't have feelings for Dennis. I don't know if it's that Portia that wants to be with him, but I do feel like Portia does not want to see him with anybody in her presence, which is weird. Okay. Now when Lauren and Dennis talk, he like, look, me and Lauren always been cool despite what happened with me and Portia. He like, look, I just felt like it was weird that Portia got with Dennis. And they bring up how Dennis was commenting on Portia's photos, saying, oh, he forgot she was engaged, and he could have hit her with something like not could have hit, but because she looked really good, so he forgot she was engaged. He said he was joking, but her cakes were caking. Now he do say Portia told him 2 weeks before getting engaged that she was started dating someone. So again, it's that 2 week thing that keeps going on. Even though Portia told a cousin that she was with him for a month before. I'm leave that be too. Now Lauren say she thought that they were dating for 2 weeks as well. Dating for 2 weeks and then got engaged is what Lauren, the sister, said. So again, no one had a team meeting to say, look, Portia, what timeline are we all gonna say on this show? Because we all give different answers or whatever. So Dennis brings up how, when she would not sign for his money, because I know she would not have been with me if I didn't have money. So is that's what it is? And she's like, well, no, I don't. Portia has her own money. So I don't think so. Whatever. And then it's like, it just don't add up. It does nothing add like it just, you know, it looked like she took somebody's man. And this fool would say she looked like the man stealer of the century and should be in the Hall of Fame. I said, it's the Hall of Fame. Dennis is funny. And Dennis is the only one blatantly saying this shit don't look right. at all. And she needs to admit that shit. It don't look right at all. Okay. He do ask Lauren, like, Lauren, why would you not tell her that, Porsha looks, it looks crazy. And she said, look, I tried, but I did not want to get in too deep or whatever. Because when they posted the photo of y'all on social media, it looked like you, Porsha, and Simon, and you were okay with them being engaged. And then he say, well, no, that was Portia's idea. And we did see Porsha say, they took the picture, whatever. Um, and I think someone asked if you're gonna post it, and she just said, "Well, yeah." So again, he like Portia chose to take that picture. Portia chose to post that picture, and I didn't think it would be that big of a deal. And lo and behold, I'm like, Dennis, don't be dumb. You, Porsha, her new fiance, that was gonna be huge. Going to be huge. Anyway, both Dennis and Lauren both bring up how it's crazy that Porsha got his name tattooed on her. And why? Because Porsha and Dennis got matching tattoos. On her left ear, Porsha has a matching tattoo with Dennis. On her right ear, Porsha has Simon's name. Honey, I just can't. I cannot. And Dennis is gonna say for him, he does not want to come to Portia's cookout because she won't let him bring a date. So he thinks that she's still in love with him. Okay, he said, but she need to get that fixed because I will be around for at least the next 16 years because we have a kid. I was like, this shit. I want to see at what point Portia thinks this is going to change our minds about her and Simon. Because I don't like Simon any more than I did before. Dennis is funny. Lauren is caught between wanting to say wants to say shit, and I accept her. So again, it's just messy, and I feel like it's gonna get messier as we go. So I believe this show has 8 episodes. I'm not sure. We shall see. But y'all comment below. Tell me what y'all think of the show. Do y'all think the math is still not mathing? Let us know if you like the show. If you believe Portia a little bit more and what not. Okay. But I gotta go. I will talk to y'all later. I will see you when I see you. Peace.